It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl runs through them. It's the Sentinels and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405, one of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, one game to decide who represents the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's our visiting team and the Los Angeles Chargers. The stadium is packed. Standing room only a chance for their hometown team to get to the Super Bowl. Great to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and the most important thing in the building, the Lamar Hunt Trophy. It is up for grabs for the AFC Championship. Two evenly matched teams. Greg, what are you looking for in this one?
You know, I think the team that understands how to use this energy, as you said, it is electric in the...
For the right to represent the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. Off we go on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
We talked to him earlier in the week, Mike, and he tried to downplay this as just another game, but I think after seeing him on the field during warm-ups, that's gone out the window. You can tell it's starting to set in just how big of an opportunity this really is. They've outlasted every team in the AFC except for the one they're about to face. If they're able to beat them, man, they'll have a chance to do something really special. But for that to happen, they're going to need him to lead the way as they try to overcome this intimidating atmosphere. And if he does that, they could be holding the Lamar Hunt Trophy in just a few short hours.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll look to throw. He fumbled the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
Mike, when you're grinding away in the midst of training camp, these are the moments that you fantasize about. However, it's no longer a fantasy for either of these two teams. It's their...
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
On play action now, Herbert. Now, a deep shot for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. A throw on the move is caught. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up fourth down. The Chargers get set to kick it away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Sentinels offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quickly to the outside and complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
This one is good. He knocks it through. Now the kicking team here will take a timeout. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chargers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Pistol here for Herbert. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
And 9 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Sentinels offense back onto the field for their next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Right away, they'll set up to throw. On the quick slant, that's Judy. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
And the Columbus first down.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Sentinels.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The PAT, up and good. And the Sentinels are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Play action now. It's Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down. So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. Plenty of scoring already. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Herbert now on first down. Catch made there by Allen. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. Now Herbert. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and
he bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Sentinels offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
1st down, Sentinels.
Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A handoff as they try to run it here. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
He's tackled at the 21-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And the Columbus 1st down.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 14. 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. And it's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Trying to keep this drive moving on its 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Sentinels.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Next to score, Sentinels 17. Chargers.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Throwing on first down is Herbert. Looking middle and complete with Allen. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to keep it himself. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. On first down, Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Chargers first down.
Herbert now on first down. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Chargers. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Back to the air one more time. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So, can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the AFC title game as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
But first,
all
time
yours,
to look
Coach.
ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Here comes Ford on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Chargers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Herbert to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The visitors' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. He'll look to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to only about the 23. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down, Sentinels.
Here's a run going left. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Sentinels. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Sentinels move out to a 24-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Play action now. It's Herbert. Now, a deep shot for Allen.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And they will finally get to him, but I think even he knows this one is coming back. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He brings it in, the tight end, Njoku.
You know, they gave up that last completion, Mike. That's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll take this to about the 28. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa in on the stop. Here's 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2. Another carry for the running back. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down. J.K. Scott in punt formation.
1 quarter remains here in the AFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Putting the tight end in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. Johnston motioning over. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Another catch on the drive, this one for 13 yards, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Herbert to the air again. That one complete to Johnston.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. Herbert to the air again. This one caught at the 4. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown Chargers. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We're back to crown an AFC champion after this. It'll be a punt coming up for the Sentinels as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal is not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert again. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Throwing again, Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's 1st down. Shotgun now for Herbert. That is left side and taken in by Allen. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here is 1st and goal. Herbert to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw caught by Judy on the outside. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's a big one. This 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish. And this one will come to an end. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. As they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy, they are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.